I want you to listen to some broadcast of Mazen Nandekano, some broadcast he made. Then ask yourself, all the things he said in these broadcasts that you will listen, are they not the things that are happening now? Are they not the thing, especially Yoruba land, the one he talked about, Yoruba land, that the worst mistake they will make is to vote Tinubu into power. Today, look at what happened in Kwara the other day, yesterday again, or the day before yesterday again. These same terrorists invaded Kwara again. This time around, they kidnapped pregnant woman. They kidnapped pregnant woman, and MNK called out Yoruba journalists, because when it comes to journalism in Nigeria, Yoruba, that's their area of specialization. When it comes to journalism, he called them out that they cannot report the exact thing that is going on in Nigeria, and this thing they are doing, this abating, they are helping the government. Now one day their land will be taken over. Their land will be taken over, and it's happening. It's happening. I want you to pay attention. Listen to all the things MNK said. Even the one he talked about in Africa. It has been on record that people who came to liberate Africans, they end up, or people they are trying to liberate, end up, hating them, end up calling for their heads. You will listen series of things he said, and we all know the one he talked about, the way African reason. That the major problem of Africa is the way they reason, the way they process information, the way they reason, the way they understand things. Just listen. You will know that all the things this man said is what we are facing today. Even Very Dark Man said it. That all the messages, the thing he has talked about is what we are seeing today. You will know that the people that persecuted and jailed him, they did it on purpose, because they are benefiting from the corrupt system. That is why they persecuted him and jailed him. And the people that did this thing is politicians that cut across the whole country. They were the people that colluded. All the politicians that cut across regions in Nigeria, they were the people that colluded. Because when it comes to the destiny of Nigeria, when it comes to the looting, the corruption, they are all united. All these politicians that cut across the whole regions, they are united in this thing. You will see they just persecuted the man unjustly because he is exposing them. Exposing them. Some are saying he is rude to the judge. You want to try somebody, and the person will ask you, which section of the Constitution gave you the authority or the authorization? As a jurist, you cannot say this is the section of the Constitution, and you want him to keep silent, because in the law court, he will not talk, because he's in the law court. I want you guys to watch. After watching, please like, follow the page and share, so that others will listen to the messages of MNK, to attest that all the things he said, they are what is happening today. I greet you all.
They sow seeds of doubt in the minds of people, so that you end up hating those that have come to save you. That's a very subtle thing that Western intelligence use in Africa, and it works perfectly well. In Africa, if you are a redeemer in Africa, those you are coming to save will end up hating you. They will hate you because there are some units within Western intelligence across Europe. That is their job. Their job is to make sure that anybody who comes out to save the people, that the people he's trying to save will hate him or hate her. That's how we are. And the black people are very, very easy to manipulate. and sack 17 plateau villages. Of course, they are coming. After plateau, they will enter Benue, which they have already started making their incursions into. After Benue, then they have Enugu in their sides. And what are you going to do? You then be calling Radio Biafra. Oh, director, try and do something. They have seen Awosa men. They came with their cattle. They are killing us. That time I will tell you, devil, go behind me. I don't know who you are. We have been preaching now for 3 years. What have you done? What have you done?
It is very, very shocking that some of you do not understand what the Fulanis have in store for you. Very, very soon it is going to happen. And when it happens, your eyes will clear. And about whom you will see it very clearly. I was warning you in 2014, 2015, 2016. They said he's a warmonger. He's a warmongering. I went to America and I told World Igbo Congress that this war you are avoiding is going to come to your villages. They said, no, it's not going to happen. What is happening today? I want to ask the whole world tonight, who are the people responsible for the killing of 91 Hausa people in Kebbi State? The answer is Fulani. And they know that they are terrified to write the truth. They are terrified to speak the truth. That is why I cannot be in the same country with you people. You people are evil. You are evil. You see evil and you support it. You keep your mouth shut. You want Tinubu to be president. And you are paying dearly for these mistakes you're making. As we proceed, I'm going to bring to the attention of the world the damage that Yoruba journalism has done to Yoruba people. I will prove it tonight. On this noble platform, what we preach is the truth. You may not like it, but if you go back and reflect upon everything that I say, you will come to the realization that it is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. You may not like the way I deliver it. I give you that. I'm not too bothered about it. But ask yourself this question: is Nnamdi Kanu speaking the truth? This evening, am I preaching the truth or not? Why is it anytime something happens without proper investigation, it is IPOB or ESN? But only yesterday, all of you in the zoo called Nigeria, you reported the massacre that took place in Kebbi State. My simple question tonight is to Punch newspaper, to Nation newspaper, to Vanguard, all the rest of you that are basically trotting out the Fulani narrative every blessed day. I want to ask a simple question. Who are the perpetrators of that heinous crime in Kebbi State? Once you answer it truthfully, you will now understand why I am pursuing a sovereign state of Biafra. Because all of you are hypocrites. I want also, Twitter, are you listening to me? Because they want to listen. Lai Mohammed told them, go and listen to him. You hear his hate-filled speech tonight, and you ban him on Twitter. And Twitter, you're listening. My happiness is that Twitter is owned by a white man. And white people are more objective when it comes to issues of this very nature. I don't want to go into the background of Mark Zuckerberg. That will take care of itself in time to come. But I'm sure that the owner of Twitter is a white man. So he is bound to be objective, at least. Every Yoruba person supporting Fulani, you are setting up yourself to become like the Hausa people. Remember when Hausa was supporting Fulani? We are Hausa Fulani, we are Hausa Fulani. Where are the Hausa people today? I ask you. Fulani have completely overwhelmed them. It's called emasculation. Completely emasculated them. The same thing is going to happen to you. Traitors, saboteurs in your midst, they will promise them heaven and earth. They will give them anything they ask for in order to ensure that they get into you, they subjugate. Now they have left the Lauren, having taken a Lauren and taken it to Sokoto. They now want to come into Oyo. They want to come into Ondo. Once they take over all those places, it's over for the Yoruba race. Over for you. By the time the Fulanis are done with you, believe you me, if you don't rise up now to fight for your freedom, by the time Fulanis are done with you, you'll be more useless than a Hausa peasant doing Babi Yala somewhere in Zaria. That is the future that awaits you. Now, our people must understand this very clearly, especially my Yoruba brothers and sisters. It is about time you stop supporting evil. If you don't allow we Biafrans to go, that zoological republic called Nigeria will be a worse place than Somalia. And today it is happening. And if you have not applied for your Somalian visa, please try and do so. Should I say Somali visa? Try and do so as quickly as possible, because the zoo is on the path of destruction, and there is nothing man can do to reverse it.